Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you more of Blue Eyes. So we're revisiting Blue Eyes for the KC Cup. We got all this new support, and it turns out that the best boy is still just Whitestone of Ancients. He's really good. You know what it does. You discard it, you get a special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So essentially what Blue Eyes has fallen into is just running 6 copies of Whitestone of Ancients, that being Sage with Eyes of Blue. When you normal summon him, you get to add 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand. That's this boy, Whitestone of Ancients. So it's like you're running 6 copies of him. What are you going to do with him? You want to discard him. So we can discard him with Cards of Consonance. You discard this boy, draw 2, and then at the end phase you can hit a back row or bring out a Blue Eyes. And we also are using a brand new card, Karma Cut. You discard 1 card, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, banish that target, and then banish all cards with the same name as that monster from your opponent's graveyard. It's pretty useful. It's like, what's the one? I don't remember the one that's discard 1 and destroy, but it's banished, so it's a little better. We're also using Special Hurricane for a very special reason, and that's because this deck couldn't really get over a 3600 Saber Dancer. It's just really hard. It has tons of monster removal with Vermilion and just Blue Eyes itself and Levianeer, Blue Eyes with Alternative Evolution, but it has nothing that's everything targets. So Vermilion targets, Alternative Evolution targets. Levianeer doesn't target, which is good, but we're using Special Hurricane to also be an out to Saber Dancer, so it works out pretty well, and it also discards our Whitestone of Ancients. So on top of that, we have some Cosmo Brain just to feed our Levianeer with a dark monster when we need to, and of course to get to our Levianeer even faster at just 1 copy, we're using Melody of Awakening Dragon, who can also search Blue Eyes, who will also discard a card for you. So it works out pretty well, and it's very streamlined, guys. Just 3 copies of that, Blue Eyes, Cosmo, more Blue Eyes, just boss monster, and draw power. Obviously the extra deck is Vermilions, Azure Eyes, and Spirit Dragons, so nothing too crazy, but it's pretty strong. This probably is not the deck I'm going to take into the KC Cup because there's a lot of other fun stuff I'm trying to work with, but it's still worth mentioning, it's still worth trying out. You're probably going to run into it in the KC Cup, so it's good to learn how it works, but maybe not this deck exactly, but something very close to it. So I hope you guys enjoy the replays, hope you're doing well in the KC Cup, and thanks for watching. Okay, facing Arcana, started a little late there, we're going first. He's using some GX skins. So look at this, perfect hand, guys. What do you want to use your Stone of Ancients for? We have Consonance, we have Karma Cut. All we needed was that Stone of Ancients, and our Sage will get us there. We're going for the +2. We're going to set our Karma Cuts without summoning our Cosmo Brain, because we had this Blue Eyes coming in the end phase, and we want to keep those Karma Cuts live. Cosmo Brain would be able to special summon with that Blue Eyes from the field, so generally we're going to want to use this Blue Eyes first before anything. We are in fact fighting a Dark Magician. He's set to back row, use Dark Magical Circle, then uses his Magician Rod, which is really weird because then he has no room to set. So he searches Dark Magic Attack. We're going to normal summon, or sorry, synchro summon our Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. He's going to immediately try to Dark Magical Circle us, which is a questionable play considering what Spirit Dragon does. So we just chain to the Dark Magical Circle, it's that easy. Then we bring out the Cosmo Brain, who will indubitably run into a Wall of Deed. We chain the Karma Cut, we banish the attack target, that way my Wall of Deed, little Cosmo Brain does not get hurt. He's going to normal summon another Magician's Rod. So Dark Magical Circle, but imagine how satisfying that would have been had we banished multiple Dark Magicians. So he uses Dark Magic Attack, gets rid of our other Karma Cut. Now he's got 1,000 Knives our Cosmo Brain because he cannot target our Azure Eyes. Here comes Azure Eyes, bringing out a Spirit of White. Now we get to recycle some back row hate. We hit that 1 Dark Magical Circle. Alternative Evolution gives us a 2nd Blue Eyes, or sorry, Ancient Stone gives us a 2nd Blue Eyes to hand. We're going to bring it out with the Spirit of White. Destroy his other Dark Magician. So he's pretty thin. He's just in top deck mode, has to go to defense, uses card shuffle, I honestly have no idea what that is. He loses 300 and shuffles his deck, I guess. So now we use Azure Eyes once again to bring out our Spirit of White, banishing that Dark Magical Circle, and sealing his fate. Great stuff, guys. Okay, old school Joey Wheeler facing his wannabe nemesis, Seto Kaiba. We're going for a rank up. He's using Field of Warriors. We got a Cosmo Brain, we got a Karma Cut, Consonants, and our Stone. He is 6 Samurai. Remember when this used to be the bane of Duel Links, guys, and everyone hated this deck, and everyone feared this deck. And now it's something you're not really scared of seeing. We're gonna get one Blue Eyes out and just crush his whole idea. So we use our Cardo Consonants to get our Stone of Ancients. Now we're gonna Special Hurricane. He did not choose to negate our Cardo Consonants. We're gonna force a negate of a Special Hurricane while discarding a second Stone of Ancients. So there's a Spirit of White. We're going to banish that back row, or sorry, that field spell. Then use that second Stone of Ancients. Which Blue Eyes did we choose? Looks like it's that new cutscene, so we're just touching all the cutscenes here. Coming out from this new dark dimension. Faking you out with a blast. So we set our Sage. We didn't need to search another Stone of Ancients, because Cosmo Brain was live for our Karma Cut, and he's a good target for Karma Cut, because he puts himself in the graveyard as a Dark Monster. Here, Enshi, I'm going to hit our Blue Eyes. Go swing to our Tuner. We're going to use Spirit of White in his end phase to bring out a Blue Eyes once again. He has no fuel to ban or to return us to the hand anymore. We bring out our Cosmo Brain. We're going to use Stone of Ancients to return our Spirit of, or our Blue Eyes White Dragon, thanks because we want our Karma Cut live. So sets 2 more, you know, what else could he possibly be running on us? We're going to Alternative Evolution. Hit him with the Blast, but that's a Fuma. That's going to give him a face-up monster, but with a face-up monster, we're able to Karma Cut, banish that boy, hit him with the Cosmo Brain, and finish the game. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here's a Yami Yugi. Going first, he's trying to level up. Spell Specialist. Stone of Ancients, Card of Consonants, another Stone of Ancients, so we're just balling. Use that second Stone of Ancients. Look at all that draw power. And that's gonna be 2 Blue Eyes in our end phase. This is the first turn play, guys. We're gonna even Sage of Blue, our other Sage, for an old school Blue Eyes cutscene. And we have just tons of monsters in our graveyard already, but they're all light. So when Levianeer special summons with all light, you get a special summon a monster from your graveyard. Here we're going to set both our Karma Cuts in case one gets Cosmic Cycloned or something. And now the Stone of Ancients get to do their thing. We're finally going to get that good cutscene of the new Blue Eyes. And guys, 3 Blue Eyes out first turn with 2 traps set. We can only use one of them because they require a discard, but I mean, imagine, it's like, what a field. Imagine if it was Champion's Vigilance, we still had that unbanned. Wild stuff. So here, our opponent's using Solar Recharge. He is a Light Sworn of some sort, sets a monster. We're gonna go with that Alternative Evolution. Hit that face down. It's a Bacon Saver, so that will in fact save his bacon. But he still takes 3k. No Destiny draw. Starts with the Lumina. Special summons a Tuner. We're going to Karma Cut that Tuner, and he has to scoop, guys. Great stuff. Very strong with Karma Cut. Okay, here we are facing Yami Yugi, going second. No Slaver Mats for this guy, pretty weird. Here we have Sage with Eyes of Blue, Cosmo Brain, and a Levianeer, so we really just want to get a lot of stuff in our graveyard pretty quick. We're going to use, or search our Stone of Ancients, use our Cosmo Brain with a Blue Eyes to get rid of our Sage and summon an old school Blue Eyes with a cutscene. Not too bad. Hopefully we'll get a new one in the same duel. So 2 3k monsters, swinging at a Giga Glove. So this worked out perfectly, swinging first with the Blue Eyes, because Cosmo Brain is a perfect boy to get hit with the Giga Gloves. Now, had it not been Giga Gloves, I would not have triggered Destiny Draw. Here I still don't have to trigger Destiny Draw, and I get to blow his Giga Gloves. So that was a very good play. He normal summons a Flutist. We're going to chain our Karma Cut immediately, because Flutist will stop his other monsters from being targeted. So that's bad for us. We use our Karma Cut immediately. Stone of Ancients in his end phase brings out a Blue Eyes. We still have a Cosmo Brain, but we're gonna set as our opponent scoops. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are facing a Yami Merrick. Going for a rank up. You know, Shadow Games burn decks are really the only burn decks hanging in there if you don't count Stormberg or Stromberg. So we're gonna normal summon our Sage with Eyes of Blue. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's just 6 copies of Stone of Ancients. Then we make good use of our Stone of Ancients. We pull into like all our Blue Eyes monsters. So we really only have 1 Blue Eyes left to summon from our deck, and it's an old school one. So here he comes with a cutscene for us. Pretty cool stuff. Maybe we'll get a newer cutscene in the same duel. We'll see. We're gonna end phase with the 2 monsters. Risky move considering Lava Golem is most likely in his deck, but we do it anyway. Here we got an alternative evolution. That's why we do it. Now we can pop that monster. He's got a Fiendish Chain, but that's okay because we're gonna synchro right after that pop anyway. So we'll just do the synchro now. Vermilion Dragon Mech, look at that, guys. That's 2 instances of destruction. We destroy whatever this Clock Resonator is. But I guess he has to be face up and defense to not be destroyed, so he's no problem for us. Now we use our Stone of Ancients to bring our alternative dragon back to our hand with plenty of Blue Eyes to special summon our alternative dragon. Here he uses Kiteroid to stop us. Now he hits us with the Lava Golem. We actually get a Lava Golem cutscene too, so we'll just go with that. Pretty gnarly monster. Nothing in his cage right now though. So Fiendish Chain, Lava Golems, lots of cages. But we're not really afraid of a Lava Golem. We could even synchro into a Vermilion had we so choose. But we're just gonna hit him. So he's pretty close to death with a Shadow Game, but his graveyard's pretty thin. So we're still gonna have to make some plays. Here he sets 2. Lava Golem hits us. This time I'm going to normal summon a Spirit of White with those 2. Hit that new back row. It was in fact Wall D. Now we're going to Melee of Awakening into our Levianeer. We have more than enough in our graveyard for a Levianeer. Actually, we're going to bring out Alternative Dragon, even better play. So we're banishing a stone, bringing out Alternative Dragon. We're going to pop that back row. It was a Winged Karibo, which means we have to pass. We're getting pretty low. If he Lava Golems us here, we probably would have lost, but obviously that's not what he drew, and we won. Great stuff. So that was pretty much Blue Eyes' weakness, guys. It can't... Most of your instances of destruction are targetable. Your only thing that's not targeting is Special Hurricane and Levianeer, so you really gotta hope you're getting into those cards. Other than that, it's target destruction and weak amounts versus back row. You don't really have too much back row killing. You have your 1 Spirit of White, but that's usually you're aiming at something face up, like Field Spell or a Dark Magical Circle. But other than that, it's weak against battle traps, it's weak against non-targetable monsters, but it does have an out to non-targetable monsters, so it's not just an auto-lose. And it's definitely not an auto-lose versus battle traps, because you can recover, you can spam quick, it's really well. So potential KC Cup deck if you guys need it. Blue Eyes is still running around out there. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.